Absolute's forces stalk ever closer. Take solace in this brilliance. And know, we will be
Smile, as the thievers steer me to my corpse. I will pass you have.
Afternoon.
Look like I was born in a bathtub.
Twice what you just said.
I'm doing you a favor. You don't want it. It's no
What a day.
Be careful. There are traps about. Be careful. There are traps about. Be careful. There are traps about. Traps? How considerate. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
What to do?
Stone seals this chamber against the world. The Baal amulet trembles in frightened awe. You do not discover truth. In these symbols, you see only death. Will you return once you cross this threshold?
Why must the Dead Three be so obvious and ugly with their decor? Blood and bones, bones and blood. Pointy nonsense. At least Shah had some panache.
As did Mistra's home on Elysium. Her ribbed vaults and buttresses created a magic entirely of their own. Not to mention her pleasure domes.
Pleasure dome.
It's a perfectly legitimate...
Ah, that hellish hue in your skin is so distinctive. Hard to preserve in the tanning process, unfortunately.
Truly, Lady Orin's kills are something to behold.
Orin is wasteful in her slaughter, undisciplined.
You would dare criticize the Lady of Murder in her ancestors' temple?
Orin plays with her food and barely eats it. I don't see the point. I see you're hungry. May I recommend biting your tongue in case she hears you?
Saravok, purged at last. I do not see why the Dreadlord kept such a fossil around so long.
A stranger. Delectable, yes. I wonder, how would your flesh feel slithering down my gullet? Succulent. Ha! Tender.
Yes. At your stature, with your constitution. An ounce of Hezro bile, 2 spoons of wyvern blood, and a corpse flower's nectar. That would do.
Such fresh meat on the altar. You must distract me.
What is the point of murder if not
You make it a spectacle for Lord Park.
Shh. Silence is good. No screaming, no crying, no pleading, no air escapes. When I squeeze, I make sure they're quiet. I made them all quiet now.
Oh, darkness and anger, gripping the skull and hammer, hammer, hammer. Gore on the wall, pulp on the hands. Head all gone. Yes, yes, I killed him. I killed them all.
axe made an incision in the upper left clavicle.
I am afraid I must disagree. Orin's first cut was quite clearly the throat. But was she not toy with the victim? Why begin with a death blow? A properly cut throat does not kill right away. It bleeds the victim.
Like a prize piglet, trussed up for the slaughter. Yes, you're quite right.
Few mutilate with Orin's skill. Her craft is exquisite. It is a rare honor to see her work. Relish it.
Look on this corpse as you would look on perfection. The curve of laceration. Refined. Beautiful.
Orin awaits you. Yes.
Orin relished tormenting this poor soul. I wonder what's past this.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Orin, my daughter. I tried to kill her, but she killed me first. I wanted to be false chosen. Saravok told me she must be my offering. I was close, my hand around her throat. I failed. No, she worshipped him, loved him. So did I. Helena Anchev, daughter of Saravok, mother of Orin. Baldur's Gate, Brandon District.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Lady Orin awaits you. Yes.
Lady Orin awaits you at the altar. Make haste.
The Death's Head stares at you, eyes full of anticipation.
You are well studied in Lady Orin's ways,
Hello, my dear. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Soldier? Hell yes.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Well met. That's the spirit.
Making me sweat.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Where am I needed?
No one back home will ever believe this.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen. I'm not going inside.
A brothel, pleasure house, a den of decadent delights.
Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath.
People will hear.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch.
You're shopping for a suit.
No, he merely...
Need to get something done? Got plenty of tools for that. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the...
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
Hush. Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants. As long as Lord Chattershield pays me for all this waiting around.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining? It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about. All right. No need to kill the mood.
Gods, Nop. You sure can pick 'em.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the...
You're free to explore, within reason.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Bald's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise. But you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, I'm not ready to call you enemy. At least not yet. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Baldur'S blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate. What's on your mind?
Unthinkable. To see my own father named Gortash, the sole ruler of Baldur's Gate. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason.
Sharp as ever.
Your father, once the Grand Duke, now a pawn in the Absolute's game. Your infected minds smolder in each other's presence.
My dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me, just as Gortash said you would. Father and son, unstoppable generals. Together, we will usher in a new dawn. Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of a furnace. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
The Duke wants to keep Floric's location a secret. Little does he know that you've already found and freed her.
What is a hero, my son, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. You, Gortash, and I will ignite the final spark, my son. And that is the greatest of goods.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
Help me.
Your tadpole seizes. The prism stills. Ravengard's empty eyes meet yours.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
The true Ravengard is still clinging on somewhere in that mine. It might not be too late for him.
Have we finished then?
All right. What now?
Your parasite binds your mind to Will's. Your memories of talking with Ravengard become his.
You spoke with my father. Incredible. To hear his voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast's crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people. The right people.
Dearest Karlak, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
A commoner made Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I never thought I'd see the day.
Naisuke, bring me a plate of the cold water. What are they thinking? Giving a fellow like that such power? I give him a year at most.
In that case, fetch me a bowl
A good leader knows when to step aside. Ravengard did the right thing.
I am at my lady's service, and hers alone.
The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this.
The Absolute's blight will be a hard one to cure. Gortash is the Archduke for the job.
At once, my lady.
Under Gortash, we're safe. More to the point, my fortunes are safe.
More suit the occasion. Bring it at once.
Ravengard freed from the Hells, Archduke Gortash secures our borders. Baldur's Gate's future is bright indeed.
I've grown quite fond of Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Away, if you please. I am here at the service of Lady Birch.
Ravengard has spoken. Long live Archduke Gortash.
Real. I'll have to inquire with Cook Darley about...
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Are they going to arrest us?
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
Are they going to arrest us?
Down the door because it...
What if they throw us in jail?
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
I swear.
No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons.
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberize my lines.
You've been saying that for ages, and you're still here.
One more time.
What are they waiting for?
Pretend I'm a fist.
Very leather-like.
How else was I supposed to see them?
Soldier?
Really? Really? Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
The cub speaks.
How can I help? With pleasure. Lead on.
A hero at heart.
Never a dull moment.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch?
This armor was... No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
It was! Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him...
Sharp as ever. Lovely day, this. For now. I've got a long road ahead.
So tell me, if this was your king, how would you have done it?
I'd have ripped the spine out and worn its carcass as a cap.
Inventive, but wasteful. What of the backbone? You would discard it.
Of course not. I'd save it for later. There's always use for a spine. Tell me, if you...
Hush, hush. I hear footsteps trip-trapping on the Murder Lord's stones. It refused the Murder Lord's command and comes crawling into his sanctum with the tyrant unpulped. I know what you did. Spilled my grandfather's crimson. He was mine. He showed me how to slice and slit. He guides my dagger still. Oh, did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation. No. No. No, no, no! He didn't! He didn't! Filthy, pig-mouthed little liar! Grandfather loved me. He worshipped me! These petty smearings will not save you. Not him. I did all this for him. Everything. Everything.
No, Orin. You did this for me.
Father, they lied to me. They lie.
Hush, child. No more doubts. No more fears. No more Orin. Become murder.
On my way.
Creator, destroyer. Stalker of Gehenna's wastes, take our zeal, take our blood.
Think you can take me on?
An heir of blood. Take our strength.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Battle favors the fearless.
Before your throne of blood, heed our prayer, heed your call.
Don't waste a step.
Got to press on.
The witching hour.
May the dice roll in my favor.
This is my time.
Death is but a word away.
On the victor's path.
Laying queen, an heir of murder, take our strength.
Mistra Rill.
A metallic tang fills the air as the Slayer's form is drained of life. Ashes to ashes, blood to blood, you have robbed another god of his chosen. A glint of light on something in the blood catches your eye.
A netherstone.
Just one chosen remains. Let's endeavor to make that none, shall we?
Find Gortash and take his netherstone.
sharp as ever.
Let's get going.
My head is pounding. To think I was taken captive by that disgusting creature. An error I'm glad you swiftly rectified. To camp. I will not let my guard slip again. I swear by Mother Gith's scion.
That's Orin dealt with. Good riddance. Now that we have her Netherstone, we're one big step closer to finishing this. Once and for all.
Baal's chosen has been bled. May her torment be tenfold of that which she inflicted.
Orin was a monster, whatever her form. Suppose growing up somewhere like this would make a monster of anyone.
Welcome, rest.
So messy. All you needed was a drop of adder bile. That would have done for Orin.
She is crushed. Destroyed. Obliterated. But her skull did not sit in my palm. Not by my hand. No. No.
Begone, before I set my teeth to your flesh. To let such a weakling leave unharmed. But it is Baal's decree. I will not defy him.
That pretty skin of Orin's all melted to nothing. Unflayed, untreated. What a waste.
Her screams. So loud. Should have cut them off. Squeezed harder. Still, she is silent now.
At this point, nobody can control rain, and it knows it. We must seize the third stone before it breaks free.
another ball spawn buried by our hand. Ball should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashomon winter.
I would be lying if I told you I was certain we would walk out of that temple alive. We faced Baldur once before, and I was not ready to count on luck a second time. But luck had no part in it. Just you. And now it is Gortash's turn. We'll need his stone to finish this, however you plan to acquire it. So let us go pay Lord Lyre a visit.
The blight that was Orin has been purged from the world. And we have another Netherstone also. A significant step towards stopping this evil, once and for all.
Let's talk. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Of course.
Honestly, my heart's racing. The end's close. My parents are close. I just know it. Thank you. I'm not sure I would have ever made it this far without you.
It is not in a Githyanki's nature to say thank you. Our language doesn't even have a phrase for it. Kraith Khan Jan is the closest equivalent I know. May your enemies know agony. But after releasing me from Orin's grip, there is only one proper response. Thank you. Sincerely. Well, good then. Let's carry on.
Hells take that Baal freak. She would have bled the whole world just for the fun of it. We've got her Netherstone now. One step closer to getting the Netherbrain under control.
What's on your mind?
Good riddance to the shape changer. Couldn't have happened to a worse wretch. Ah, my favorite traveling companion. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more.
I made soup. Want some? Slurp happy.
But please, don't look at me.
Well, hello.
What's next, I wonder?
Someone there?
Still alive, so that's progress.